Welcome to B.U.I.L.D, broadcasting unique, individualized daily. I'm here at the J-Lane Theater for the NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet on Juneteenth in downtown Albany. You're going to see speakers, you're going to hear singers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned as we bring you more of the Freedom Fund Banquet right here at the J-Lane Theater. I'm here with Tracy Taylor, the president of the local NAACP right here in Albany, Georgia. Tracy, tell us what you have going on today.
Well, today we got our NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet, and this banquet designed to bring awareness to the community, to let the community know that we are a bank and we are raising funds to potentially, hopefully, get us an office and pay our state and national assessments.
Okay. And so we know you have this banquet going on. You're raising these funds, but what is the impact that you plan on using the NAACP to bring to Albany, Georgia, especially with situation when it comes to social, economic, embetterment for the city,
right.
And also, we're going through the situation with Job Corps.
Right.
So,
right.
What do you what do you hope to do?
Well, actually, it's funny that you mentioned Job Corps. I do have the coordinator that's over Job Corps. He's going to be in this event tonight too, just to let him know that we got his back and we show him support too. But ultimately, for a city that's over 75% African American, they deserve a strong, diverse, and fully up and running NAACP branch. And that's what I'm trying to do, to be able to build something strong to represent the culture and the history of Albany, Georgia.
Still worth fighting for. We have to keep pressing.
I'm here with Mr. B.U.I.L.D, the founder and executive director of Soriga Rising. And tonight you're here at, the NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet. What you doing here tonight?
I have been asked to MC this amazing event tonight.
What?
Yes, this is the NAACP's Freedom Fund Banquet, and this is one of the annual fundraisers of many of the NAACP chapters across the country. And so this is the first one in a very, very long time in Albany, and I have the pleasure of serving as tonight's MC.
Wow, and speaking of being around the country, you always be around the country. Tell us what you're doing with Soriga Rising.
Oh my gosh, a lot is happening at Soriga Rising. One of the reasons why I'm actually here is because historic and cultural preservation is one of our core initiatives. So anytime we can be in the community, making sure that people are preserving culture and uplifting culture, that's what we aim to do. But I'm all over just spreading the good news of the 229. That's what I do, is share all of the things that are happening here in the 229 that we need support for, we need policies for, we need money and resources to come to this part of the state. My job is to run my big mouth to all of the legislators, all of the people that are the decision makers, so that we can get what we need to live a quality life here in Southwest Georgia.
And one thing I love about Soriga Rising, the youth movement. You utilize a lot of youth. I mean, tell us, what was the vision to make sure that you just keep pushing youth?
Chris, I'm tired, and I'm not going to be doing this forever. And so I want to make sure that we leave a legacy of young people, and we're empowering them to continue the movement. I believe that while our leaders before us during the civil rights movement did an amazing job of helping to push our country towards justice and equality for everyone, there was some gaps between the generations where there wasn't a lot of knowledge transfer and a lot of mentorship to keep things moving. We don't want to make that mistake with our generation. We want to make sure that we're creating a pipeline of leaders that are continuing to do this work, and so we're training them and molding them and showing them how to fight in their communities and giving them all the empowerment that they need so that I can one day take a seat back and let them continue to do the work.
Ears have not heard all you have planned for me.
I'm here with Dougherty County Chairman, Pastor Lorenzo Hurd. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm grateful and I'm glad to be here. It's always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Especially when we listen to that good music every day.
Oh man, listen, you're the man, and I want to say to you that we take notice of what you're doing, the impact you're making in community, and we thank you for the value that you bring to Albany, Dougherty County, and the Southwest Georgia region. I mean that. You're a major force. You're a major force now. And don't let the enemy fool you. I mean that. You're making an impact.
Thank you. So don't make me cry here, but what we doing here tonight?
Well, it's the NAACP Banquet. It is also in Albany, Doherty County, celebration of Juneteenth. So for me, it's a combination of celebrating Black excellence. I think that the NAACP Banquet is about continuing the struggle, never getting out of the fight, making that commitment for the generations to come that we've got to make the world better. And so I honor the NAACP and the work. I've been a member over the years, but all of us have got to do more because there are people who are trying to roll things back when we ought to be trying to move things forward.
Right, and speaking of rolling things back, of course, we dealing with this situation with Turner Job Corps. You know, how do you feel about that?
Well, I am troubled by the decision in Washington. Turner Job Corps and all job corps across the country are making a lasting impact. Some of the people have made some mistakes along the way, and they've finally matured, grown up, they're ready to develop a skill. We need a more skilled workforce, and so you don't want to cut the legs on the people who are developing a skill. And I've seen at Job Corps a lot of young people come and get their skills and go around the world, and some stay here to make the communities better. Yeah.
Right. So the main thing a lot of people want to know: will you run again when it's time?
I committed that I would run one additional term, and so I'll finish out this term. I got one more year, then I'll run one more time, and I'm hoping and praying that the people will see enough value in what we're trying to do and what we are doing. That will say we're going to give you 4 more years to continue making positive impact in Albany, Doherty County, as well as trying to get us back to a place of being a regional hub in every area. That Albany, Doherty County is the leader for Southwest Georgia, and I don't care how you slice it. There's not another county that doesn't depend on us to be and to do what is needed in this region.
Thank you, Chairman Hurd.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. God bless you.
And again, that was humbling. I mean, to hear from you, I mean, because you know you're a media icon yourself.
Well, listen, and you're a major media icon yourself, and you are making an incredible impact. We see you, the quality now, and for me, that's important. When we talk about Black excellence, we're talking about the excellence that you can't compare anywhere else, an excellence that comes from our ancestors. I think you make the ancestors proud because you bring the best every time, you bring your A game every time you come, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bless you.
Make sure you understand from this message is this. We were the association that birthed civil rights. We were the association that said we will face the fire hoses, the dogs, the lynchings, the death, to make sure that our grandchildren did not have to go through that. So I want to welcome you, not to your daddy's NAACP, but to your grandfather's NAACP. The NAACP of Thurgood, the NAACP of Roy Wilkins, the NAACP of Walter White, the NAACP of W.E.B. Du Bois and C.B. King, the NAACP of Donald Lee Holloway. That's the NAACP that we want to welcome Albany into.
Welcome back to the B.U.I.L.D podcast on location, broadcasting unique individual lives daily. I'm here with the NAACP president of Georgia, Mr. Gerald Griggs. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. Great to be here.
Awesome. So we know what bring you here. Now I want to know what's the importance of bringing back the NAACP to prominence in Albany, Georgia.
I mean, considering the historical nature of Albany, it's important for the NAACP to have a strong presence here. This is one of those seminal places that was so instrumental in civil rights. Of course, with the historic HBCU, Albany State University, right across the river, we want to have a presence here to make sure we push civil rights forward.
Awesome, awesome. So how do you feel so far about the leadership of Mr. Tracy Taylor?
I love the leadership. He brings a lot of insight, a lot of excitement to the branch, and so we're excited to continue to support him as he rebuilds this unit.
Right. And I personally know Miss Loretta Brown, the youth, organizer for the NAACP. So how y'all getting to work together to make sure the youth and the adults can combine and really, make sure that we bring them up into this, new era of the NAACP?
That's one of the great things. Loretta has been with the NAACP for such a long time, have brought in generations of youth, so she brings a wealth of wisdom and influence. But we also have a beautiful youth and college division, and the unit over at the college are exceptional. So it's just a wealth of talent, a wealth of energy, and a wealth of experience that's going to bring together the young people and the adults to move the unit forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is a busy night. I know you're a busy man, so we're not gonna hold your time. Now, unless you got anything else you want to say.
Well, I'm never too busy to talk about the business of the NAACP. I'm excited to see our Congressman Sanford Bishop here and so many people that are going to be joining us. But I want everybody to know, if you're not a member of the NAACP, this is the branch for you to join. We are getting in on the rebuilding phase, and so you will be excited by the work that's happening here, but you also are needed to make sure we rebuild and provide a clear future for the young people.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, didn't choose it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. Let's use our minute, God's minute, to work to improve the lives of all of the people, our friends, our neighbors, our families, our state, and our nation. NAACP is the strongest vehicle we have to get that done. Thank you. God bless you.
Welcome back to the B.U.I.L.D podcast on location. I'm here with Congressman Sanford Bishop. It's always wonderful to see you, sir. How you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
So you're here tonight at the NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet?
Absolutely. Right here in Albany. In fact, I've got two. I've got the one here in Albany and the one at America Sumter, which is also tonight. So I've got a busy NAACP evening, but it's so important. NAACP is the strongest, most powerful civil rights organization that we have, and of course I'm here to support it. I'm a life member. I wouldn't be where I am but were it not for NAACP, and I'm here to support the Albany chapter, as well as to make sure that all of our folks recognize that freedom is not free, and we've got to have organizations like NAACP to help advance and protect our rights.
So, of course, that we have the situation with the Job Corps on pause all over the country. Any update of what we have, what could turn this around?
Well, of course, we're looking very, very strongly. In Congress, I'm the co-chair of the Congressional Job Corps Caucus in Washington. It's a bipartisan caucus made up of members of Congress, and 181 of us signed a letter. There were, I think, about 18 Republicans as well as Democrats. It's a bipartisan caucus. We signed a letter to the Labor Secretary underlying and underscoring just how important Job Corps is, what it means, and what the loss of it would mean. I don't think that they've really fully contemplated the impact of shutting down Job Corps. It's one of the best, most successful work training organizations and efforts for the last 65 years. It reaches and touches young people who would not otherwise be able to have that chance. It's really a second chance to get skills that can empower them to have a successful work life and career. And of course, last week we were here in Albany, and we had testimonies from former Job Corps students who have finished the program, gone on and done well, some 20 years ago, one even elected to the City Commission, which is just remarkable. And we think it's penny wise and pound foolish to close the Job Corps centers here and elsewhere. It means so much to so many for so long, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that we try to turn that around.
Thank you. And we're not going to take up much more of your time. We know you probably have to speak. And also, Head to American Sumter.
Yes, sir.